Well, good morning. This is Joe. I am out walking my dog, so this is Oakley. Enjoying his walks. He is a big lover of walks, so it's been a minute since I've been able to take him out on walks, and my body's been feeling so bad for about 4 months. So today's day one of getting out about again. I want to try to do walks about twice a week, hopefully, and try to get back into shape, because I was doing good when I was walking. I was losing some weight and all that good stuff, but then my back got jacked up and my hips and all that, and everything kind of went crazy. So it's been a while. It's been about 4 months. So we're gonna start slow, build our way up, just so that way we can stay healthy and keep going. But yeah, we're just gonna do walks, and so we're out here in Central Texas and down in Hewitt, right next to Waco, or within the Waco's grasp. But I mean, beautiful morning. We just had 2 cold days-ish for summer, and it's been great. And so yeah, we're gonna go on a walk, we're gonna talk, we're gonna hang out, get to know each other. So a little bit about myself. I'm Joseph Hester, and I'm an owner of a company called Business Locksmith. And so that company is a consultant company, and then also does photography. So if you go on, Business Locksmith, on Facebook or Instagram, you'll see a lot of that. And so hopefully through this vlogging, recording, we're gonna start integrating that into a YouTube channel called Lock It Up. And so that's gonna be a little bit more of the everyday life of me as myself and as a business owner, and kind of all that goes into that. And there's a lot to do, and there's a lot to get done, and so it'll be a fun journey to see all what I could do. And then of course we'll be walking with Oakley, who's having the best time of his life right now, out and about again. But yeah, hopefully we start off our morning with these little walks and talks and hang out and get to know each other a little bit before we actually start getting into some real fun stuff. But, when you go on walks, do you like to listen to music or listen to books or podcasts? I kind of do a mix. I don't usually listen to music on walks, because I can do that, in the truck or at work. I usually like to do like podcasts or books, so, we can go over different types of books that I've listened to or read, and we kind of discuss those in these kind of times of our walks. So yeah, I like to call this walking with Oakley, since Oakley, it's his favorite thing to do. But yeah, I just want to go out and about and kind of explore the neighborhoods and the surrounding areas, maybe go see some parks and some trails. But we just have a lot of these bigger neighborhoods that are kind of fun to walk around and kind of see what everyone does landscaping wise or painting. This is the Waco area, so we have the Magnolia effect of all these homes being flipped and turned into real beautiful homes. And so it's kind of fun to see what everyone's doing. So we might even I respect people's privacy, but we might highlight like a house or two if they do like a really, really nice job, or a fun area, just depending on what people are doing. But I feel like at current times we just do a lot, and we got a lot going on, and so I kind of feel like I want to talk about like the basics for us, I guess, Americans, because I know different cultures all around, they all have their different challenges and struggles, but I feel as people we all kind of have like the basics. So I kind of want to get back to the basics, and so that's a lot of like what this journey is going to be about, between myself and dealing with my company, clients, meeting new people, meeting new companies. And I want to share all that because it's a special time where I get to enjoy these things. So I kind of want to slow down a little bit more and enjoy, because I've always feel like I've been in a rush for something. And so I kind of want to slow down and enjoy, you know, what I have, what I do, and, you know, whoever's around with me. So hopefully we can do that. So if you're interested, follow along as we kind of see, you know, what all we're up to and what all we can get done and all the fun things we get to enjoy and see. So right now is the middle of August 2023, and so depending on where you're at throughout the country or even the world, if summertime's coming to a close, how does that affect your business? Is your business a seasonal business? Do you even think about that factor? You know, what would change throughout the year for your business depending on the weather, the time of the year, and all that stuff? Those are great things to consider and look at. If you ever need help, you can always go to a consulting company. We can definitely look into those changes for you, just depending on what kind of business you run and location and all that stuff, and also what your service is. But, you know, time of the year for us, so summertime, it's like, did you really want to go outside and be in the 100+ degree heat? You know, mad respect for anybody that does construction and works outside, works on the roads, works on landscaping and all those fun but very rough and challenging jobs. You know, how does that change for you and your business, your employees, your equipment, all that stuff? A lot of things to consider, a lot of things to look at, and that's why I like to look at and consider and try to help, you know, businesses grow and become more dependent and be able to do better every year, right? And that's kind of like our main challenge. And so, yeah, middle of August, what's going to start changing from this point forward for you and your company, or even like your lifestyle. So like the kids all just went back to school. Hopefully, as parents, we're all grateful for that. And so, you know, what are the changes now? Is your schedule changing? We got sports coming up for our kids and all that, and then pro sports as well. Almost first mile in our first walk, and so feeling pretty good. A lot of my problem is back problem, so maybe if anyone can recommend, you know, maybe what's the better stretches for your lower back after like a walk or an exercise. Maybe I need to start integrating a better stretches. I do a whole bunch of them, what have you, but maybe there's something just a little bit better that might be, you know, suited for someone like me who's just really stiff and in a lot of pain. So if you know anything, let me know. Comment, share, message, whatever you gotta do. But yeah, hopefully just keep it under like a 2-mile walk. I think that should be all right. Get a little workout, get a little sweat, especially out here. It's still summertime, so the humidity's here. So luckily we had a little bit of a cooler night, so it's not too bad this morning. Otherwise, yeah, it'd be a little thick and heavy. It's like we work out in the mornings because it's a little bit cooler. Hopefully during the fall time we'll be able to switch over to like nighttime because it's a little bit more enjoyable, you know. It's just right now even the streets would still be pretty hot, and I just don't want to damage Oakley's paws. So just gotta take that in consideration for now during the summertime. Then in the evening and do it, or in the fall time or winter, we can do our walks in the morning or in the evenings. But sure does get dark out here in Central Texas, so I had to get a headlamp, or actually it's not a headlamp, it's a chest lamp, whatever you want to call it, with the like reflective belt, just because, you know, I do live in a community with like older residents, so I just want to make sure they see me, and I just don't want to get hit by nobody, because that's never fun. And like surprisingly out here in like the Hewitt area, sidewalks aren't really a big thing. And so, you know, where I grew up, our whole place, they all had sidewalks from every block, which was nice. I enjoyed that as a kid. Got to ride my bike, didn't have to worry about nothing, not having to be in the road and all that. But yeah, here in Central Texas, yeah, sidewalks aren't really like a big thing. Like walking around isn't like a norm out here. So that's just like the nice part, is it's peaceful. You don't have to worry about a whole lot of people out and about, because usually it's just you and yourself. So, you know, don't be afraid to go on a walk if you need some alone time, because I mean, there ain't no one out here, you know. So, but do stay safe. There are dogs and stuff like that. It's the only thing we've really had an issue with is people's dogs, but luckily nothing too terrible yet. But that's like my only fears. Dogs running up on you and you just don't know how they're gonna react. But yeah, I'll see where we're at. Yep, 1.17 in this little trail here, or road that we've been on. So not too bad. So if we finish this off, it'll just be a little over 2 miles. Come on, Oaks. He'll get tuckered out probably about 1.5 miles. It's been a while, so I'm sure he'll get tired. But so far, this little housing area is really cute. Older homes looking like, I would say 1970s through 80s, maybe a little bit into the 80s. Decent size yards. Nice mature trees. Yeah, that was one thing that kind of led my family and I to move out here to Central Texas, because like Texas being as big as it is, the landscaping changes quite dramatically depending on where you're at. And so, you know, if you move anywhere west of Waco, you start to get into a little bit of desert life, surprisingly. And then if you move any more north, it's a little bare right now until you get to Dallas. And then Dallas, they like to get kind of a little bit of wild weather. Even for the main city, they get hail and tornado warnings and all that stuff. So anything north of that, I haven't really explored too much, so I don't really know nothing about that area. And then anything west of Waco is actually really pretty. From here to like Louisiana, it's really pretty country. A lot of really nice big not valleys, but like plains, I guess you'd call it. And it's just really pretty to look at. Usually pretty lush and green and foresty and all that good stuff. So, you know, depending on what you want. And then if you want like that northeast Texas, then you get like pine trees, surprisingly. And so, yeah, Texas is pretty wild. You got kind of a little bit of everything, which I hope so, because the size of this state is, you better have some variety. How was your walk, Oakley? How'd you do? So we did 2.4 miles, roughly about 400 calories. Who knows about for him. Did you have a good time, Oaks? Yeah. You and your stinky breath? Yep, all of it, yep. So, good first walk, gotta go home, stretch, get ready for the day. It's only 8-ish, 8:30 I think. Still plenty of time in the morning to get ready, but yeah, had a good walk, had a good first time chatting with you. So yeah, follow along for more as we do more walks, do more things through the business side and life side. And so yeah, thanks for being here.